the TokyoBill News Brief. Recent stories that just happened to catch my eye. I'm TokyoBill, a long-term expat from Canada with an interest in the craft beer scene and presenting hopefully interesting news items from in and about Japan. Children participated in soil-water absorption experiments in a tiny forest near Edinburgh, Scotland, guided by woodland officer Ellie Kinross. This small, dense forest is part of a growing urban reforestation movement using a method developed in Japan, the Miyawaki method, which aims to accelerate native forest growth. These urban forests are recognized for ecological advantages like enhanced biodiversity and carbon absorption, and for providing city residents access to nature. Although some critics question their efficacy compared to larger forests, research indicates they can support diverse species and create urban ecological corridors. The work, pioneered by Akira Miyawaki in the 1970s, has positively impacted local wildlife and community engagement, with aspirations to expand urban plantings in Scotland and other nations in a cost-effective manner. Cockroaches are unfortunately familiar in Japan's cities, but a recent incident involving a cockroach found in a bowl of ramen at a restaurant in Kyoto has highlighted concerns in Japan's food industry. The non-native American cockroach, spreading rapidly, is harder to get rid of than domestic species. Previously mainly in Okinawa and southern Japan, this invasive species is causing headaches for restaurants and restaurant chains, as the American cockroach prefers warm, humid places, which make restaurants a target. Unfortunately, conventional pest control sprays haven't worked well, and the most effective new strategy is to use longer-lasting insecticides, generally applied on surfaces after closing hours. Japan will introduce a new system for bicycle traffic violations in April 2026, where minor offenses require payment of a fine, a so-called blue ticket. The revised rules cite 113 violations that will apply to cyclists aged 16 and up, with fines ranging from 3,000 to 12,000 yen. Police will generally provide guidance and warnings, but immediate fines may be issued should they observe cyclists engaging in repeat or obvious infractions. Certain dangerous violations, like cycling while drunk, will still result in criminal charges with red tickets. The National Police Agency published the new rulebook on September 4th, available on its website. Moves to introduce pseudonyms are increasing in Japan to protect workers' privacy and reduce customer harassment. Whereas such business names may be seen as inauthentic, employers see the need to protect employee privacy without affecting service quality. A municipal government in Osaka Prefecture, Neyagawa, has allowed some of their workers to use business names for their workers to ensure a safer work environment following threats or harassment by citizens. While some tasks still require real names, staff can use hiragana for name tags when interacting with the public, rather than kanji, which is more identifying. Regulations were relaxed for bus and taxi drivers in Japan, and recently shops and cafes have adopted similar measures. But before you think it too strange, just remember, almost every entertainer on television has adopted a pseudonym. The Japanese sake brewer, Asahi Shuzo, recently changed its name to that of its popular main product, Dasai, to enhance global brand recognition and boost sales abroad. This includes opening a brewery in New York State as a response to U.S. tariffs. CEO Kazuhiro Sakurai aims for overseas markets to make up 70% of sales, noting declining domestic consumption. Although Sakurai regrets leaving behind the long-standing name, he notes the confusion many buyers may have, as Asahi is a name used by many Japanese companies, including the unrelated beverage giant that makes the popular beer Asahi Superdry. The name Dasai is actually inspired by river otters, which are often seen in the area near the Yamaguchi Prefecture brewery. Following a meeting in late August between UK Defence Secretary John Healey and Japanese Defence Secretary Gen Nakatani, it was announced that the Japan Air Self-Defense Force, JASDF, will send F-15J fighters to Germany and the UK for the first time. Mr. Nakatani confirmed on Friday that the fighter jets from Hokkaido were being sent for a 2-week stint, along with 4 refueling transport planes. Though joint training isn't on the table, this is regarded as a chance to enhance communications and witness several partner forces, including those from Canada and the United States. The aim of the mission is to draw attention to the link between security in the Euro-Atlantic and Indo-Pacific regions and to improve collaboration between partners. Research from Naruto University of Education found that the eggs of some stink bugs, also known as shield bugs, have evolved to be elongated in shape, which helps the parent shield them from predators. Laid on leaves and stood over by the mother, elongated eggs are easier to protect than round ones. Lead researcher, Associate Professor Shinichi Kudo, explored how egg shape relates to parental care, focusing on stink bug species where females guard the eggs. Over 30 years, researchers studied these insects across Japan, noting that species with protective mothers had more elongated eggs. This elongated shape evolved alongside that of maternal care behavior, contradicting established beliefs about parental care development. The study was published in the British journal Biological Journal of the Linnaean Society. This has been the Tokyo Bill. Links to the original stories for these and other news briefs are available at theTokyoBill.com, where your visit and direct donation would greatly support my work. I've been, and remain, Tokyo Bill. Thank you for listening, and take care.